Welcome to Exploring Orthodoxy. Thanks for tuning in to today as we continue our weekly studies on Revelation. We are pleased to be joined today by Geronda Savvas, who is a committed advocate, and he shares his messages of the truth of Orthodoxy. He's a speaker who actively discusses also the pan-heresies which are challenging our faith today, particularly ecumenism. And he also focuses on teaching about what the Holy Fathers say so that it helps people spiritually renew. And all this is for the sake of their salvation. Is that correct, Geronda?
Yes, we try to do this. Yes.
That's it. So Geronda Savvas has got in-depth knowledge, which comes both from your experiences both inside monasteries when you were inside Agionoros, as well as outside of Agionoros, because you're still in a monastic life. And through a lot of your readings of the writings of the Church Fathers and the Orthodox saints, and you've always been committed to sharing the truths of our faith. And that's really what inspires a lot of people. And they tune in to your channel, Geronda Savvas Lavriotis, which has huge views because people are really keen to hear your message. You know, it just amazes me that you could probably just say, "Hi, how are you?" and you get 1,000 views. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's amazing. Anyway, we're so lucky to have you here on the Revelation study. And we're actually on chapter 17. Do you want to tell people what we've seen so far at the start of chapter 17, and then we'll go straight into the verses?
Yes. In this chapter, we are exploring what is the because also in the chapter 12 we have to make a connection now. Also, we made it when we started the chapter, the previous session that we've done, that in chapter 12, the Apostle John was describing us the woman that symbolized the church and also is the Mother Mary, the most holy Virgin Mother Mary, that it symbolized the Church of Jesus Christ and the people, and he was giving us the dimension of the holiness of the Church, the mystery of the Church, and how this Church is going to be persecuted by the Antichrist and was persecuted during the centuries. And it was, in a way, something that we will see now more clear what the apostle was describing us. And why I say this? Because we left some things from the chapter 12 to say to this chapter 17, because now we are going to make a connection. And this chapter will give us a lot of things to connect, also from the Old Testament and the New Testament, and will give us the more clear the whole image of what is going on, what it was going on, and what is the purpose of all these things. Because now we are going, we are coming in a turning point here in this chapter, because many things are going to be revealed, and the woman that we will see, it's something that everybody speaks about these things, but we don't know what we are speaking. So when we start now, I will make this connection with this woman that we will see now, the whore, the church, the global events that happen are happening, what is going to happen, what was happening all these years now, all these centuries, and now we will see the whole image, and it will be something amazing. But we have to start to see these things.
Okay, great. All right. So Revelation 17:6, I saw the woman drunk with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I marveled with great amazement.
Okay. Now, can we read also the previous verses? Because we have to, because some people, they will, yeah, yes,
Okay. Yep. So Revelation 17:5. And on her
yes,
forehead, a name was written Mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and of the abominations of the earth. And I saw the
yes,
woman
exactly.
drunk with the blood of the
Yes.
saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I marveled with great amazement.
Okay. Now, why the apostle is giving us this description, and why we see this woman that she's sitting in this monster, we can say. And what is going on? Of course, we will hear what the angel is going to describe, because the interpretation is going to be given by the angel. But the most important is that the angel will confuse us more. We will see. What I
Okay.
want to say, yeah, it will be more confusing what the angel will say,
Mm-hmm.
because he will say the angel, and why you marvel this angel,
Oh,
this
yeah.
what you see, yeah.
Just here.
Uh,
But
it's,
the
it's verses 7. You can read it.
All
Yes,
right, we'll read it. Okay. So
yes.
Revelation 17:7. But the angel said to me, why did you marvel? I will tell you the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carries her, which has the 7 heads and 10 horns.
Okay, so now we see that the angel is looking Apostle John, that he is marveling the woman, and he says that I will tell you the
Mhm.
mystery of the woman.
All right.
So it's a mystery.
All right.
He is not saying the mystery and of the beast that carry her. So we have
Mm.
two mysteries. That is the first mystery is the woman, and the other mystery is the beast that carries the woman. So what is going on
Mhm.
now?
Mhm.
What is these things, you know? So we will have to say very very quickly, so people will understand what we are speaking about. That the woman symbolize the nations and the people that they commit an ally with this monster. Can you go back to the 7 verse 7? Okay, that commit an ally with the beast, and the beast, because they commit this ally, they is carrying this woman. So this is not only in the period of the that the apostles sees this vision, but it's something, because it's a mystery, and we have the mystery of Evsevia that Apostle Paul says, and the mystery of the outlaw, that is the Antichrist, and the Antichrist powers that they are representing through these centuries, with these different systems, Antichrist systems that we said. And it's very important that we always we have to remember that we have a war between the evil and the good.
Mhm.
And the good is not represented by Jesus Christ, because you can't fight with Jesus Christ. The devil is fighting with the people of Jesus Christ,
Mhm.
you know, and we always have to have this in our mind, because the revelation is so. This is why the revelation is very important, because of course all the apostles, all the saints, our church, the Orthodoxy, is saying this war between the people and the devil that is trying to conquer our souls. But the revelation is giving us details. And when the revelation speaks about this woman, that is carrying by this beast. This beast is all these antichrist systems that carries these people that they are not just representing the evil, but they work for this evil, and we will see what also we said about the 7 heads and the 10 horns. That the 7 heads are all these antichrist systems that maybe we can name it masonry, or we can name it religions, or we can name it all these heresies. And these horns, that the horn is the symbol of the power, is all these people and also these systems that they are expressing this beast by this power and with what they do. So this is something amazing, because the apostle, if we compare what the apostle is saying to us, we will see the global history in front of our eyes, to passing and to see everything. That's why we can continue, and we will see. Yeah.
So Revelation 17:8. The beast that you saw was and is not, and will ascend out of the bottomless pit and go to perdition. And those who dwell on the earth will marvel, whose names are not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they see the beast that was and is not and yet is.
Okay. Now, the angel, as I said to you, is confusing us more, because he's explaining about the beast now, not about the woman. So we know what is the beast. The beast is the devil. Okay, because we saw 3 beasts until now. It's the Antichrist, the devil, the Satan, the ancient Satan, the Antichrist, and the prophet of the Antichrist. Now we see the devil, and that's why the beast that you saw was and is not, and will ascend out of the
Bottomless pit.
bottomless. What it says?
Yeah. Bottomless
Yeah.
pit and go
Wait a
to
minute,
perdition.
because yes, I need my glasses. Bottomless pit. Okay, you can make it smaller if you want. Okay.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's that one.
And yes, and go to perdition. What this means, very strange, how this beast was and now it's not, but it will come again, and it will go to hell, and it will go to perdition. This means what the Holy Fathers interpret now. They give us an amazing interpretation that this is not only one thing. One of the most important thing is a combination, but the combination and what is the most important thing that the interpreters, the sense says that this is the idolatry. That when Jesus came in earth and sacrificed himself and resurrected, the idolatry was all these years, but with the power of the cross and the grace of Jesus Christ and the resurrection, the idolatry vanished, but not completely, but because people was believing in fake gods. When the real God came, then the idolatry vanished, not exactly vanished, but almost vanished, and through the years start again to raise. In the time of the Antichrist, will raise completely, because the devil will take over the authority globally. And in the end, when Jesus Christ will come again, it will demolish everything, and he will rule forever. So we see that the idolatry was, now it's not, because of the Jesus Christ authority. It will come again when the Antichrist will come, but it will go to perdition. This is the main, how can I say, idea, the central idea. But in the name of idolatry, we are it's representing the power of the Satan that it was dominate before Jesus Christ comes. Then when Jesus Christ came with his power, eliminate the idolatry and also the antichrist systems and the power of the devil, but not for everybody. This is the most important. It was for the people that they believe in Jesus Christ, and they was baptized, and they had in their lives the power of the cross. Because also Arethas Kesarias, also Andreas Kesarias, and other interpreters says that the power of devil is not working for the people that they believe, and also for the people that they have the power of the cross in their lives. And this is something very important, because maybe we name ourselves Christians, but we don't have the power of the Christianity and the power of the cross. So we see, for me, whenever I read the Revelation, or I hear about the Revelation, because I always explore the Revelation. It's not, I read and I heard some things. It's a trip that is never ending. Whenever you hear something, or when many times I read the Gospel or the New Testament or the Old Testament, I see things that reminds me the Revelation, because the Revelation is something like something like in a short way the Old Testament and all the New Testament. It's amazing. So what is saying now here, Apostle, maybe not correct, more correct, what the angel is saying us is that the power of devil was defrogged from Jesus Christ when he came. But through the years, because of the people that they didn't believe in Christ, and they didn't had the power of the cross of Christ, they lost their power, and again the Antichrist will dominate. And in the end, when Jesus Christ will come again, he will rule the world. He will restore everything, and the final victory will be for us that we are Christians, and of course it will belong to Jesus Christ. But something very important, what the interpreters says, that the idolaters, the people that they will believe in idolatry and will follow the beast,
the false systems, and
exactly, they will see only these three things, that the beast that we saw was, now it's not, and now it is, it will come again, but they will not see the fourth, that it is going to perdition. This they are not able to see. The Christians sees the fourth mostly, mainly, and we are focused in the fourth, because that the people, they don't see the fourth element here.
So
It's very important.
I'll just mention. So basically, you would say at the moment we're in this stage, would you say, and we'll ascend out of the bottomless pit. I think we're there now.
Yes,
We're
we are
here.
there.
And then
Yes.
what we're expecting, and well, what we'll know will happen, because the Bible is truth, is then it will go to perdition. And perdition refers to a state of eternal punishment and damnation.
Exactly.
Even though it rose again, it's going to also get destroyed forever, which is
exactly.
in perdition.
Exactly. And also we have also to see this in our micro world, because these things are globally, it's happening all the time, but also it's happening in our lives, because in our lives the beast it was Now it's not, it's coming, but it's going to perdition. So we have to see also our life as this revelation that maybe we are not going to see the Antichrist because maybe we die today or tomorrow. But what about our lives? And
Mhm.
our lives also, what is described by the apostle in the Revelation is happening personally to each of us.
Right. And then it says, and those who dwell on earth will marvel, whose names are not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world.
Okay, now we see that some people maybe better to express, all the people will see this and they will marvel. Why? Because they, as I said to you, they will not see the fourth element that it's going to to perdition, but they will see that it's rising again, and they will see the power, and that's why they will marvel, not because what they see, but for the power of this beast. And but who what the people that will marvel, there are people that the names their names are not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world. So now we see also something that is very important here in the Revelation. We understand that we have two books here. One book is what John the Chrysostom says us, and also Saint Kyrillos in his uh, catechesis in his book in the in the middle of the fourth century was written, says to us that who is baptized Orthodox, his name is written in a book, uh, in a book that is like a catalog of soldiers, of warriors, but is not the book of life. Here we see another book, that this book it's named the book of life, and also it's from the foundation of the world. It's not a new book. It's something that it's also we saw this book in the Revelation when John, if you remember, I don't remember, in the fourth chapter saw this book and nobody was able. It was something that nobody could unlock it. It was sealed by seven seals, And this book that is written from the foundation of the world it's something very important, because it's not a book. It's what God have inside him. Because before God create the world, before God create anything, he had it all in his mind. We can say mind because God have no mind, But it was all in his plan. He
Mm.
knew before everything it was create, that who is going to be saved, who is going to be with Satan, and who is going to fight him, and everything.
Yeah,
He
so
didn't
God,
make it. Yes.
oh, sorry, I was going to say, so God had a divine plan for us from the foundation of the world before we even existed. He had a plan for the creation,
Yes.
for the purpose of creation and for humanity, even before time started.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And he knew what's going to happen. Um, for an information, to say that maybe some people will say that, so there is a faith. So there is kismet, as they say, that
Mm-hmm.
so we can do nothing. No, God, as a God that He is, He knows what is going to happen, but He don't make it happen. Meaning that if I am not going to be saved, because I for my life is not this is not going to happen because of God, but because of me. I make my life, I make the course of my life is because of me, not because of God. God is helping me.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to save myself, my soul, He is going to help me, but he's not going to condemn me
Not going
or
to
to save
force
me.
us because he's given us free
Exactly.
will to make
Exactly.
choices, to choose him or choose a different road. He hasn't created robots. Through love, he gave us free choice.
Exactly. And in Greek, we say, in the theology, we say that God προγνωρίζει, αλλά δεν προορίζει. He
Hmm.
knows before, but he's
Hmm.
not direct us
Hmm.
if we want to lose our souls, to lose our salvation.
Hmm.
So this is very important. And if you want, we can continue.
Mm-hmm. Revelation 17:9. Here is the mind which has wisdom. The seven heads are seven mountains on which the woman sits. There are also seven kings. Five have fallen, one is, and the other has not yet come. And when he comes, he must continue a short time.
Okay, now here is the mind which has wisdom. So now we see that the angel is speaking to John, and through John is speaking to everybody and says to us that if you have mind with the wisdom, you will understand. Meaning that the wisdom is not coming by itself, needs work. And the work that we have to do is to study, to gather informations, to gather wisdom, and also what wisdom means in Hebrew, because in Hebrew and also in Greek philosophy, wisdom is not only gathering knowledges and knows and many things. The wisdom always is uh, going with the virtue, because maybe you know many things, but if you know many things and you are not a good person to use this wisdom and this knowledge for the good of the people and for the humanity, then it's not a wisdom, but it's something that it will destroy people. But the
Mm.
wisdom we will know if we speak. Why I say these things? Because many times we are passing by words of the New Testament of the Revelation, and it's very easy to go wisdom. No, it's not. It's not easy to go. We have to go deep, and sometimes we have to go deeper in some words that we hear. So here, the angel says to us that only the people who have virtue and wisdom will understand what the revelation wants to say us, and they will understand and will see clearly all the frame, all the puzzle, and not to focus in only one piece of the puzzle, because this is what we do. When we hear about the revelation, people goes to Antichrist, to wars, to Armageddon, to the last day, to the second coming. Yeah, yes, these are pieces of the puzzle. But if you have a puzzle of 5,000 pieces or 10,000 pieces, if you focus in four or five pieces, you will not even imagine what this puzzle wants to say
Mm.
to you. So we don't have to focus in on one piece of the puzzle, but to the whole puzzle. If we want to see what God wants to say to us, so the people that they have the wisdom, meaning the knowledges, that they're working with themselves and they have the virtue, these people will understand what the revelation wants to say. And what wants to say that the seven heads are seven mountains on which the woman sits. Now we see now that the angels tried to say to us, what is this beast that the woman sits? And the woman sits in seven mountains. What is saying as the empire of Rome, the city, the Rome, was constructed in a place that was surrounded by seven mountains. Also, the Constantinople is the same, but the Constantinople named second Rome because of because of a purpose. We go to the Rome. Rome was the symbol, the eternal city, as they say,
Mm-hmm.
was the symbol of the authority, of the power, and the how can I say, the representing of the Roman Empire, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So Rome, what?
Yeah.
Yes. So Rome is representing the power of the emperor, the power of the beast. That's why the woman is sitting on the beast. That this beast is Rome, is the emperor, the empire. That usually the devil is working through these emperors and through this the power that this empire have. So it's not the Rome. Is maybe for this time that the apostle was describing these things and he
Mm-hmm.
was living by this period. The emperor is the empire of Rome was the beast, and the devil was working through the Caesars and through this domination of Rome. But it's not only Rome. Uh, acco- uh, um, um, um,
So it could be the interaction of different powers, which are both religious and like government systems, for example.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's why we have to continue to
Mm-hmm.
verses 10 to understand this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Revelation 17:10. There are also seven kings. Five have fallen, one is, and the other has not yet come. And when he comes, he must continue a short time.
Yes. Now, also this is something that is very strange, and the Holy Fathers they gave us some interpretations, but not exactly. They wasn't able to reveal what's going on. You know, because now we will say what they say to us.
Mm-hmm.
They said that some interpreters said that these five kings that there
Mm-hmm.
was, and that one is coming and one going to come, but it will come for a little. They said that it was the five emperors, five yes, that it was before the
Mm-hmm.
Egyptian, that is what
Mm-hmm.
the was one of the most ancient. Then it's Babylon, the second one. Then it's what is the third one? Uh, Persian, and the fourth was the Greek, the fifth was the Roman, that it was there, the sixth that it will come, it was this what we are living now, and the seven that it will come and it will stay a little, it was the Antichrist, that he will be himself there and not by representing himself by these emperors, you know. So some interpreters say this: if we search globally, we will see many emperors to and many kings to be
Mm-hmm.
there in our world, but mostly because we are all these things that happens is in the place of Jerusalem, Israel. That's why we are say about these five emperors and about these five kings and the seven that is the Antichrist, that he will come and he will stay very little, very in a very short period.
So at the time of John's writing this, as you said, he said there are also seven kings, but five had already fallen during John's
Yes,
time. One was currently ruling during John's time, and he said, and the other has not yet come. So are we now
yes,
here where the other one now has come?
yes. We are in the sixth now, and we are waiting in the seven for
And we're
for
waiting for the
the
seventh.
yes, and
Okay.
also yes, yes. I will say this when we read the next one.
Okay. Revelation 17:11. The beast that was and is not is himself also the eighth, and is of the seven and is going to perdition.
Now, what is this now? Another thing that
Poetry.
is very, another
John's
thing that is,
yeah,
yes, yes.
John's writing some poetry.
No, now we see that how is the eight, but is also from the seven and is going to perdition. This explains everything. Maybe for the first, if you see the first in the first sight, you will say that this confuse everything, not explain everything, but is very this that we see that is confusing. It's very helpful to understand all the other things. How? What the Holy Father says to us. Now, the beast that was and is not and is coming and is go to perdition is himself also the eighth. How is the eighth?
And is of the seven, but is
And it's
definitely
on,
going to perdition.
yeah. Okay, it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we are speaking about the beast.
Mm-hmm.
We said that the beast, it's two things. It's also these three things. Is all these systems. First, it's the Satan, that these systems represent the Satan. And third is also the Antichrist, that will have all this power of the beast that will be given from the beast to this person. And also this person will represent all these Antichrist forces and systems that the beast, that the Satan is trying to, with these systems, trying to conquer our souls. So
Mm-hmm.
we see three things in one. That's why the beast, the Antichrist, as a person, is one of the seven, but it's the eighth that is coming in the end. Is the eighth as a person of these seven, because we have the seven empires that in the end in the seventh king, the seventh king will be represented by him, that he will be the eighth, but it will be from these seven kings because he belonged to this system, and
Mm-hmm.
this is the interpretation. So we see that maybe for us is very difficult to understand, but if we see all the previous, if we interpret the apocalypse, the revelation, step by step, then we will be able to understand why he is the eighth, but he is also still, he belongs to these seven kings. Otherwise, we are not able to understand it. That's why the revelation is not something that you can straight go to a straight interpretation. You have
That's
to go
right.
puzzle piece by piece. It's a puzzle, the
It
revelation.
just sort of looking at this, it just feels like John is saying, look, the way the rulers are coming through from the seventh to the eighth, they're still representing a satanic system. It's like a rolling, marble or a ball. One after the other
Yes.
is representing Satan. They're all part of the
Okay.
eighth is also part of the seventh group.
Exactly. So can we go back to verses 6?
Six.
Yes,
Oh,
17.6. Yeah. In
okay.
English.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll find that. So 17:6 here.
17.7. 17.5. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, this one. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Now, because we saw about the beast. What about the woman? What is the woman? Now it's time to say about the woman. Because we said that the beast is the Satan, represent all the Antichrist systems, and also represent the Antichrist when he will come, that he will work for the beast and for these Antichrist systems. But also in these women, it's written in her forehead, mystery, Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and of the abomination of the earth.
Mhm.
So, what is this woman? This woman represent all the people that they are working for the beast and all the systems that they are working from the beast. These are the people that they're working for the system, and that's why they are. That's why it's the Babylon, the mother, the great mother of harlots and of the abomination. You know, this woman. It's all these people that they was working, and they will work for the beast. It's very important.
Isn't it funny? In Greek, they just write it in normal case. In English, it's like, oh, this is like huge. It's in capital letters. See the verse
Yes,
here, it looks like, oh, you're just reading it normally. But in English, it's like, oh, wow, look at what's
yes,
coming up. Isn't that funny?
yes. I know. Yeah.
That was interesting how they did that. All right. So I think we're up to Revelation 17:12.
Yes.
Or what were we up to? No, we were further down. I know, no. Let's see where we were. No, we haven't been there.
We was in 11.
I think we're up to 12 now, though. Eh? Let's just double check. Let me just double check something.
Yes.
Let's see what 11 was. Yeah, we did 11. The beast that
Yes.
was, the eighth is also part of the seventh, but they're all going to perdition. So Revelation 17:12, the 10 horns which you saw are 10 kings who have received no kingdom as yet, but they receive authority for 1 hour as kings with the beast.
Okay. As we said before, the 10 horns is the power that the horn is the symbol of power. We said it many times. That's why also in our liturgic life in church, we say, I will say it in Greece, ύψος κέρας χριστιανών, rise the force of Christianity. Keras, the horn, rise the horn of Christian, means rise the power of Christian. That is, for us, the horn is the cross.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, but now we see that these horns of the beast that symbolize the power, which you saw, Apostle, that you saw, John, and you have to give it also to us. There are 10 kings. Why 10 and something? Why not 11? Why 13? Why 2000? Why a specific number? But then we know that 10, 100, 1000, 10,000, and 1044, and all these things are they are numbers that they are symbolic. They are excuse me, they symbolize something. So the 10 horns, the 10 is symbolize an amount of people that they are not many, but they have a lot of power. Means that the devil is working through these people, that maybe they are not a lot globally, but globally they rule the world. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So the
that
10 kings
kings
were
who have
the
received no kingdom, with
rulers.
no kingdom.
Yeah.
What,
And the
you know?
horns are the kingdoms, is it? 10 kingdoms?
Yes, yes, but how they are kings without kingdoms? We can see today, for example, we know that the family of the Rothschilds, or of the family of Rockefellers, or other families that have their empires, we say, but they don't rule nations, but they have so much authority over the nations, and they have all these banks and the money, that they have the kingdoms there, but they don't have kingdoms. So what says to us that these 10 kings are are people that they have power on their heads because of the money, because of their own banks.
Yeah, banks
They,
and
yeah, but they don't. We don't know them. They are
they're not
hidden because
rulers of a kingdom.
exactly that's why
Mhm.
they receive no kingdom because they are not they are kings without kingdoms because we don't know them. They are you know and but they received authority for 1 hour as kings with the beast.
Wonder what
Now
that is.
these yeah, but how they receive authority if they are kings and they have power? How they receive only for 1 hour as kings with the beast? This is what is going to happen. You remember what we said? The beast is from it is the eighth, but also is from the seven. When the beast will rule, when the Antichrist will come, it will be for 3.5 years. That's why here, the 3.5 years, it will be like 1 hour. Uh, if we see the eternity, it will be like 1 hour. This 3.5 years. In these 3.5 years, that the Antichrist will rule the world globally and also officially and also uncovered. He will not cover himself anymore. He will say, I am the king, I am the God, bow to me, give me glory, and deny Jesus. He will say these things.
You know what this sort
And
of.
then,
Mhm. You go on.
what? Yeah, no, no, tell me.
When I look at this, because I've worked in different offices, and when I look at that authority for 1 hour, it sounds like they went to a 1 hour meeting with the rulers, and for that 1 hour meeting, they were rulers for 1 hour.
Yeah, this 1 hour will be the 3.5 years. And all these kings will reveal themselves then. They will reveal themselves because the Antichrist will reveal himself and he will say, I am the God. And also these kings that they were working uh, from years now, because it's not, now we have the Rothschild family and the Rockefellers. But before 300, 400 years, 500 years, 1,000 years, there was other families that they was working for the devil. And uh, before 20 centuries, before 30 centuries was other families. So now they will reveal themselves, but they will be for 1 hour only, because after
Had
Jesus
very.
Christ comes
Mhm.
and it will be completed.
It was a very limited time that they had, that 1 hour.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
Revelation
that's
7.
why that's why the beast is going to perdition, but they are not able to understand this because they don't have the wisdom. That's why before the angels who have the mind and the wisdom, not only the mind to understand, because many people will see, but they will not have the virtue to understand with who they have to go and to see what is the best for us, for our soul. And not only, when we saw all this the wrath of God, the battles that they had the wrath of God inside, we saw that all this anger of God is going to be expressed in the people, for the people that they took the sign of the Antichrist. They took the mark. They make an ally with the beast, not for the people that they remain loyal to Jesus Christ. So that's why it's not only to see, it's also how you interpret things, how you understand, because of your virtue, of your cleanness of your heart, and of the spiritual life. If you don't have a spiritual life, how you will understand what you have to choose and what is the best for you?
Mhm. So Revelation 17:13. These are of one mind, and they will give their power and authority to the beast. So there'll be, an
Yes,
alliance there, which obviously opposes God.
exactly. That's why, because they will have the authority, as we see, for example, Rockefellers. They are bankers, they have money, and they will give what? Their power and authority to the beast. Some people have power because of the money, some people they have authority because of the positions. So these 10 kings that they are not 10 and more, they each of one will give whatever they have. The Rockefellers, the money. The kings of England, of I don't know what, the authority, the governments of the people of the nations, the authority that they have. They will give it all these authorities to him, and he will conquer everything, and he will dominate. It's something unbelievable, because here in these verses we understand what he's going to do and how he's going to do, according to the interpreters.
So Revelation 17:14, these will make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb will overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and those who were with him are called chosen and faithful.
Okay, now we see many things here. When you have the authority and when you have the power, usually what you do war. You make a war. That's why when the Antichrist will take everything globally, will take all the authorities, all the power, then then he will make war with the lamb. But when we say with the lamb, what we understand about this? The devil can make war with the lamb, with Jesus, because the lamb is the Jesus Christ. And what? The Antichrist will gather money, weapons, and authority, and then he will fight with Jesus? How? It's not Jesus. It's the people of Jesus. It's the people. That's why before, after, and the Lamb will overcome them. But how? For he is Lord of lords and King of kings, and those who are with him are called chosen and faithful. So the devil will make war with the people that are with him, with Jesus Christ, and they are called chosen and faithful. With this he's going to do, because fighting the Christians, the devil is fighting Jesus Christ.
Yes. All right. So Revelation 17:15. Here we go. Oh, sorry. 17:15. Then he said to me, the waters which you saw where the harlot sits are peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues.
Okay. Now, he said to me, the waters which you saw, where the harlot sits,
Are peoples,
are people, yeah,
multitudes,
multitudes,
nations.
nations, and tongues. Means that is this what is describing by the angel now is something also global. So the waters are people from all the nations, from the tongues, from all over the world. This is what is meaning. And why now the angel is trying to describe the waters that the harlot is sitting, because he wants us to see, to give us another a global dimension, that everybody will believe to the Antichrist, and everybody will follow Antichrist, and everybody will follow what the harlot is doing, because we know that the harlot is something that is not spiritual, but is opposite of the spirituality. So what is going on here is the angel is trying to give us the dimension of the quantity of the people that they will follow, all these people, all
That's
these
right.
the Antichrist.
And different nations, and yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Revelation 17:16. And the 10 horns which you saw on the beast, these will hate the harlot, make her desolate and naked, eat her flesh, and burn her with fire.
Okay. Now, also something very strange and very
Confusing.
And very confusing, because we know that the harlot is sitting on the beast, is working for the beast,
Mhm.
is working. And why is working? Why is working from the beast? How we know this? Because we saw before that he's drinking the blood of the martyrs, and she was drunk from the blood of the martyrs, and what she was doing is was unmoral and was bad things, and was working for the beast, because she is sitting on the beast, and she's working for the beast, for these antichrist systems, representing the people that they are working for the beast. And how now we see that the 10 horns that you saw on the beast, these will hit the harlot and desolate and naked eat her flesh and burn her with fire, means that they will kill the woman, this harlot. Why? Now this is a mystery, but it's
Mm.
easy to understand. It's easy to understand when we see how the devil is working. Now, how the devil is working. The devil loves the people that they give their lives to him. They give it the soul. No, of course not. The devil, as the scriptures, the Holy Scripture says, that ο διάβολος είναι εξ αρχής ανθρωποκτόνος. The devil from the beginning is want to kill people and hate the human race. He hates us because he knows that we are going to take his place in the kingdom of heaven, the paradise. That's why he hates us, and he's fighting us. And when people commit an agreement with him, make an agreement like the woman, the harlot done, and because the devil wants our souls. So when the devil receive our when the devil receives souls from people, and the service from these people that they are working from them, then he is doing what he has to do and what he wants to do, to kill these people and to direct them to hell. That's why you can't make an alignment with the devil. And the people
Mm.
that they believe that because the devil give them power, give them glory, money, and give them pleasures, is not because the devil is not giving these things because he loves people, but because he knows that after this will take their souls and lead them to hell. That's why
Mm.
the 10 horns and the devil, that these people work for him, eventually the devil will eat them. These people will eat their fleshes, and he will burn them to hell. And this is
Mm.
something that the apostle is revealing, as we know
Mhm.
this. But it's very easy now for people to understand, because, as we said before, this beast is not now, it will come, and it's going to perdition. But this, the fourth, nobody can see. That's why when people sell their souls to devil, they don't see that they go to lose their souls, but the only thing that they see is the pleasures that they will have, the
Mhm.
money, the power, and not that they go to burn eternally in the fire.
Yes, it's interesting. So it looks like there's going to be a change there, as you said, with the 10 rulers, that they suddenly see the beast in a different way, that they realize the beast is corrupt.
Not exactly. These 10 horns, they are chosen people that also they are, they are from the seven, but also they are the eighth, but also they are from the seven
Mm-hmm.
also. Now it's not saying this here, but we interpret this because these 10 horns, that they are the people who works for the beast, these will hate the harlot because they are working for the beast, and that's why they will destroy these people that the harlot represent. We said that the harlot represent the people who works for the beast, but also the 10 horns are people who works for the beast. So the beast put these 10 horns, these 10 people, these people that have the authority, that after these people that the harlot represent do their work, and now they are useless anymore for the beast, is putting these 10 horns to destroy these people. But also, we don't have to forget that also the 10 horns, they are 10 horns, but also they are belong to the harlot, to the people of the harlot, that the harlot represent. So that the beast will also destroy these 10 horns when the time is coming.
Yeah, so the 10 horns, sorry, the 10 horns which you saw on the beast will hate the harlot. They're going to make it desolate and naked. They're going to reveal something, and they're going to actually burn it down with fire.
Yes,
All
exactly. And also, we have also to see a word, naked. You
Yeah,
know,
naked.
why?
They're going to reveal something about the harlot. Maybe people will become wise about something.
Yes, I will say something that is very important. Uh, the devil used three things. He used a blanket and a bell many times, and also he does three things: whispering, using a blanket, and a bell. How is what is this? It's a spiritual example, because the devil is coming to us and say to us, whispering, do this, it will be nice, and don't worry, I have a blanket and nobody will see you because I will cover you when you do this. When you commit a crime, when you steal something, or when you commit an adultery, he will say to you, don't worry, do it, because you have the pleasure, or you will take the money, and I will cover you with a blanket, and when he's covering with the blanket, when we do this, because we obey to his command, then he's coming with a bell, and he's ringing, and he say, come to see under this blanket what this person do, so
Yeah, when they
that's why
take
he
the
is revealing.
when they take
Yes,
the blanket away, it's now naked and people can see. Yeah,
exactly. But
yeah.
also we see this word also in an epistle that Jesus Christ sent, that he said that I saw that, but you are naked, and um, how can I say? I advise you to take money to dress, and not to be naked spiritually. So for the people that they will be naked, is for the people that they don't have spirituality, they don't have the grace of God, and that's why they are naked, because they are not with Jesus Christ, they are with this beast. That's why they are naked, because of the spirituality.
So Revelation 17:17, for God has put it into their hearts to fulfill his purpose, to be of one mind, and to give their kingdom to the beast until the words of God are fulfilled.
Okay, for God was put it into their hearts to fulfill his purpose. Can you go a little bit in the 16, verse 16, to
And
see
this is
something?
at 17:18?
No,
Okay,
16.
16, all right. So 16 was this one?
Yes. The 10 horns which you saw in the beast, these will hate the harlot, make her desolate and naked, eat her flesh and burn her with fire. For God has put it into their hearts to fulfill his purpose, to be of one mind, and to give their kingdom to the beast until the words of God are fulfilled. Now we see that the God gave to their hearts to do this,
To reveal
to
them.
yeah, uh, to του πεις μια γνώμη και δίνω τη βασιλεία αυτών το θηρίο. Okay, God is giving
them awareness.
Giving to our hearts what we have. You know, God is revealing what we have in our hearts because He knows what we have in our heart. That's why God says now the angel gave, not put, but gave into their hearts to fulfill His purpose, meaning to be one. So they will give everything to the beast, these people, until everything will be finished. And that's why he said, και ποιήσε μία γνώμη και δούνε τη βασιλεία αυτών. It's difficult, it's different. The Greek text is different from the English verses. Because here says that the God gave, έδωκεν, in their hearts to be in one, to have one mind, to have one purpose, we can say, okay, and to give all the kingdom, all the authority to the beast until everything will be accomplished, what the God says. So we see that this is going to happen, is not going to be changed, and the people who follow the beast are going to die. They are going to be demolished. They are going to be destroyed, physical, but also spiritual, and also their souls are going to be destroyed. So what is going to happen is not going to change. That's why God is, in a way, warn us not to go with the devil, because he's how can I say in English? He says that he will give us many things, but in the end, everything will be destroyed.
All right, Revelation 17:18, and the woman you saw is the great city which reigns over the kings of the earth.
Yes. Now the apostle, we will be very short here. The apostle is the angel is given to the apostle to say to us that this woman who saw is a city, but as we said before, these are all these cities and all the empires that represent the evil. By the time of the apostle was Rome, and it was the Roman empire, and the Romans emperors, but he's not able to say clearly, because if he was saying that the Rome is the Antichrist city, that this woman is drinking and getting drunk with the blood of the martyrs that we saw happening for 3 centuries, then the Christians who had the troubles and the Romans will kill everybody, and will be, that's why he's undercover. These words are undercover, but also because the Rome is not only the great city, but all these cities that they are, and they will be, and they go to be destroyed, are these great cities that are against God. So that's why we have 2 things here. One is we have to protect the Christians. That's why we don't say the name of the city for the specific time that this apocalypse is written, but also we can name one city only, because this one city is from the 7 cities and also is the 8th city. That, as we saw, this is the interpreters and the interpreting of this. So we see that everything here in the Revelation, if we follow the Holy Fathers, is like a puzzle. That one piece is revealing another piece where to put it, and it's fixed, and it's completely matched. If we don't follow the interpretation of the Holy Fathers, we will not be able to match the pieces of the puzzle, and we will not be able to see what is behind this puzzle. That's why we always have to go according to the Holy Fathers, the interpretation of the Holy Fathers, and or not only about the revelation, also the Old Testament and the New Testament, everything.
Excellent. All right. Thanks for that, Geronda. That concludes Revelation chapter 17. And then we'll be back for chapter 18. We're getting there now, slowly. Or maybe it's going fast now. I don't know.
We go faster, yes.
Yeah,
I try to be to concentrate all these things, because if we go word by word, we will go forever.
I know, that's right. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks so much. And for the listeners, of course, they can go to the playlist and catch up with all the chapters. So God bless everyone.
God bless you all.
Okay. Bye for now.